Welcome to a special edition of the Weiss Schwarz Market Update. Today is February 9th, 2022. The reason I'm here is because my system decided to lock me out. Not my fault or anything like that. So until my manager gets them to reactivate me, I will be here. The second I hear an email that says that I need to go back to work, then I will be doing that. So this will be what it is, okay? All right, let's start out. So out on the Weiss Schwarz website, what we have here is Ruby giveaway winners and possible shipping delays for Rent a Girlfriend. So Rent a Girlfriend, as we know, comes out this Friday. Right now, because of the global shipping delays, there may be some people that don't get their product on time. I say maybe because I've already seen people with product and opening product. Again, street date, be whatever it is, but there are people out there opening this stuff and having it on camera. So I don't know. Street date's always been one of those ones where it's just iffy to me just because people are going to break it no matter what. New people are going to come into the game. Even older people that are in the game have been opening this stuff before street date. So and that's what I said before. I'm like, we need clarification on that, or I think it's just open season for anybody. Like if you get the product open, I don't know. Like I'm okay either way, but I think it's one of those ones where if you're going to tell somebody about street date, you need to tell everybody. And until we get like an official refresher from Bushiroad or Weiss Schwarz that says, hey, by the way, you shouldn't be doing this, I think we're going to see it more and more, especially with these, I guess, opener people that rip and ship and all that good stuff. You're going to see that more often. I actually saw one last night that was doing this, and they sold a fair amount of these things, overpriced. What I mean by overpriced was I thought I saw one for selling for 4 booster packs for, it was like $28 or something like that. Right now we have Rent a Girlfriend out here, and if I do this here, if I just buy a booster box myself and divide this by 16, again, we are under the new scenarios where we have 16 packs inside of a booster box. And just multiply that by 4, I get 1875. So 28 is a pretty nice amount of money for anybody. But out here on TCG Player, you can get it. Again, this price seems way too high to me. As you can see what happened on this price history, people are selling this and buying this thing at $89. As time has gone by, as we always see, it will drop over and over again. And I imagine that would happen. You can already see the amount of supply out here on TCG Player. I mean, this one has 82, this is 33. When this releases, this thing's definitely going to drop. So if you're in the market for a booster box, I think time is probably on your side on this one. As I mentioned in my market or my buy and invest video of Rent a Girlfriend, it will sell out. Like there's stores that don't have any anymore, but I imagine they're going to start appearing on TCG Player, eBay, wherever else you buy this stuff, and it'll be here. This is not a strong set at all. People are in it for the girls. I do like the show just because of the different characters in it, but you know, meta-wise, are you really going to be playing it in tournaments? You can, but just don't expect to win with it. Out on the Weiss Schwarz product page, we actually have some pictures now of a lot of things. I'm just going to start first with Tokyo Revengers. Tokyo Revengers is one of my favorites of what's coming out. Comes out May 13th. We have booster box here, and there is a simultaneous release with the English version and the Japanese version. Because of that, you're going to see the same type of product information on both pages. What we have here is noticeably missing from the sign cards is you are not going to get Ken. You're not going to get Ken, and that's going to be a little disappointing to some people. The reason why is there was some, let's say, scandals involving the voice actor himself. I know people are talking about the cheating that was happening, but there were even more than that, right? There's something to do with this non-disclosures and all that. So you can go out there and read it. Anyways, in the end, you are not going to see him on a sign card. You're gonna more than likely have the character himself, but the voice actor signature not going to happen. And as we see below, we have 7 SSPs and 14 TRVs, Tokyo Revenger rares. I like equate this to like your SPs because we have SSPs, and then to me these are like your SPs. I would imagine they may be foiled. They may be like the Ruby Rare where they had that foil on there, or more. Or if you haven't touched Ruby, maybe like you've seen a ton of Marvel, so you have those kind of like foil stamping. So I equate this to your regular SPs that don't have it, or Quince, right? Quince had the SPs with just their name written on it, foiled on it. So that's what I equate that to. Trial decks as well, you're getting Hinata and Takemichi. That's okay. I think I say that's okay because this reminds me of Mushoku Tensei. It's like, yeah, we got the guy, but we really want the girl. I mean, and you can argue about which girl that you really want, Emma or somebody like that, but Hinata is definitely going to be there. She's going to, I would imagine, be the more sought after card over Takemichi. With Tokyo Revengers, there is going to be some card art changes, and I lifted this from Facebook. Thank you, person on Facebook. I just won't say your name. Out there on the website is these changes. I didn't look it up for myself. I didn't have a lot of time. Like I said, this is kind of impromptu, but there will be different card illustrations. As you can see here, 28 cards feature different illustrations. Domestic means Japan, international means English. So they will be striking the symbol out from there, and they also have that symbol, the manji symbol, on their actual outfits. So in the cartoon itself, sorry, you might be bad, in the anime itself, the symbol was removed. As you can see, that was not there, and the stuff on their outfits were definitely not on there. On their jackets, they were not out there. The reason for this is because this manji symbol means something totally different than what it means over here for the United States. Europe means something totally different. In Japan, it's not a bad thing to actually have this, but what they're going to do is strike that from the cards, which makes sense because you don't want to have to deal with any sort of issues, right? We do this in the English format because, they don't want to deal with the issues that come about, right? That's the reason why we got these light beams coming across our cards. Like, here's an origami one, right? Origami. Where's our light beam lady? Here she is. Right, so we got these light beams going across there, censoring out. In this case, they're just going to use the illustrations or avoid the illustrations completely that have that symbol. So complete change, same card type anyways, right? You can see the same triggers, but at the same time, this symbol does not exist on there. And the bad part about this one is like it cuts through his face. I don't know, that kind of seems weird. Probably want to use this picture elsewhere or a different picture. I would think you'd want to use a different picture. I don't think you want that crossing through. Anyways, going back, we have Hololive. Hololive is Hololive. It's going to be what it is. And more importantly to me is when I look at the trial deck, my thing is I like Coco, and she's still going to be there. So anybody that thought that Coco wouldn't be there when it comes to actual SP cards, nope, she's still there. She wasn't taken out of the actual product. And that's really it. Hololive, I'm going to go more in depth on that on another time, but as you can see, this thing's going to be nuts. It has one of 31 exclusive PRs. It's got obviously a giant list of sign cards. They have trial decks for every one of these things. I thought that was my email. It is not. It is not. And then you have 7 trial decks, which will not follow the Quince example, right? You're not going to have this Quince examples where you get the quintessential set. You're going to get like quintessential set stuff is still sitting here. I need to clean up, man. My other niece is coming on Friday, and I've just been working nonstop. Oh, I actually have a ton of, I don't think you can see that. Back there is just a pile of sealed stuff that needs to be opened. I just haven't had time to record it. So there is Hololive. It's going to be huge. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be nuts. It's going to be a lot of money. Be prepared. It's going to hurt you. We finally got this picture of this premium booster bang dream girls band party. It's the same one as the one that was in the Japanese. It doesn't look any different outside of English words on there. And same thing, you get all the same stuff. So I'm just happy because it used to be like a grayed out picture. You know, there was no picture there. Now it's a picture. So now we're getting pictures on everything. The only thing missing is right here, the fake Grand Order Camelot. Still waiting on that one. Okay. Out on the Bushiroad Global Online Store, what we got here? We got Amane Shindo. She is Our Lady from Morphonica. And see, you got all these fancy pictures here. People are really so there she is. She's our Morphonica lady. She is also in D4DJ too. And out on the global online store, you can get her voice actor card. I love this series, just so you know. I definitely am one of those ones I've shown off. I haven't opened it yet just because I'm waiting for the right person to come along. I think my niece is going to be the person that will really enjoy it. So here is Rosalia, Ito Rose. And you get a PR card with this set, the one I'm literally holding. You get a PR card for buying the booster box. They gave me some cool sleeve too. Check that out. I bet a lot of you would love this. And then I have Ayasa Ito. And this was her box. And this was her PR card. The one thing I want you to notice out here on the global online store is back when they put out the Rosalia one and also the Yasa one, was there is a binder. There was a binder, card protector binder and DVD. So there was one for that and there was one for Ito Rose, but I don't see it. Ito Rose also got this supply set where you get this deck box. It's really cool, and a playmat and sleeves. I have that myself. It's really cool. But out here with the binder, you got a DVD. Now, interesting enough for the Amane one, when you actually get this, it does not have a DVD. They didn't put that in this time. I don't know. I never bought the binder or the DVD. The reason why was because it's like anything. It's like anybody that has a computer that has Steam, right? Steam, the actual place where you can download, buy and download software. You have this giant list, right, of during the Steam sale, you probably bought some games, and more than likely, you probably never played those games. So that is the same with me and DVDs. I'll buy DVDs and never watch it. And like, would I actually watch this? And I'm like, probably not. The binder would be cool, but I don't have enough of these boxes that it would matter to put it in a binder. So I think for me personally, it was, I didn't need the binder. The binder costs a lot. It'd be really cool if I bought like lots and lots of boxes to put it in the binder, but no, I didn't buy it. What I'm really getting at here, no DVD, but what they did this time around was, like I said, back in the day with the Rosalia and Yasa, when you buy the booster box, you got a PR card. This time around, the PR card is not with the booster box. It is with the actual binder. See, with PR card. So if you want the PR card, you got to buy the binder. And I guess that's a nice move if you want the PR card to shove that in there. That may help actually do sales. I think it would have been better with binder, DVD, and PR card, but cost savings, right? Like it's okay, I guess. The thing to note is with these actual booster boxes, I don't know what you call these things. With these actual boxes, you get 10 packs, 6 random cards. And, you know, as all things, there are definitely rarities to this. You won't be able to get all these cards with like 2 or 3 boxes. You're going to buy a lot of them. And there's some ultimate rares around, but main thing why I'm showing this page at all is, as you can see here, a booster box is $70. This pack, there's a mistake on it. I thought it said $7 before, but now it actually says $70. So when you go out here and attempt to buy this, make sure that you actually buy the box version, because right here you can see that it says pack. Let me zoom in. It says pack. And it says $70, and I tried this myself. I put it into the shopping cart, and what you have here is style pack 1, and it's $70. So there is an error out there on the global online store. If you're trying to buy a box, please make sure that you actually pick the box version. And if you're trying to buy a pack, you more than likely would want to write to Bushiroad to have this fixed, because it is incorrect for the time being. But I don't know, I would just say do whatever you want. I think these would be I can't wait to actually get it. It's going to be really cool. I can't wait to actually open this, My niece will be. I'm waiting for the niece just because I know with the Ayasa one right here. The reason why I'm waiting is because it's the outfits. I think she'll enjoy the outfits, have a lot to say about it. Even though she doesn't know who this is, I do, and I think having someone else talk about the outfits with me would be pretty cool. Okay, so that is it. Now we're going on to the actual card prices. We got first up, newest set, which would have been Rosalia Poppin' Party, extra boosters, and I'm gonna go flip back and forth between the Morphonica and the Raise Sealant one. Let's just go here. You can see right away, like, well, what I've talked about on the last video, what the huge difference is. As you can see with this one, outside of Arisa, still same idea. There is green numbers here, which means there was actual sales. And over here, we don't have any outside of Tsukushi. Tsukushi. I said her name wrong. I was saying Tsukichi. Sorry, Tsukushi. And that was the only one bought. And outside of all those, all these prices are just, there's lack of interest. And I was going to say the prices are high, but look at this masking over here. Masking is $99, which is, pretty low when it comes to an SP. I think it's actually pretty sad in a way, like that Bang Dream would actually be this low, lack of interest, maybe lack of money, maybe more products are coming out that are just, I would say, more interesting, right? Because I've been saying Hololive, Mushoku Tensei, and then you have Tokyo Revengers. Those are going to be interesting ones. And does everybody have tons of money to buy it on like less popular, I would say, sets that are coming out? The answer would be no. I don't think that's going to be a thing. But you could see over here with the Rosalia and Poppin' Party, it's definitely being picked up. It's one of those ones where I think people played Bang Dream that want to actually have these different groups. Definitely Yuuki is going to be your huge one, as I've shown in that buy or invest video. That one's going to be the one that you'd want to actually pull from your boxes. And it's proving true because that one's holding the amount really high up there. I really wonder how low these things can actually go. With Arisa being 101 not actually sold, all of these minus the one are like, would they actually drop to 70, 80? I can't imagine that. I mean, honestly, I think someone is actually waiting for it. Me, myself, I'm just waiting for a low price. I'm waiting for some people to give up, in essence. I don't think people are going to just like drop it to super low, but when you take a look at the OFRs that were like priced at $300 some at one point, you could start seeing it. I mean, some people are down here in the 30s when we have Toko. You have, Rui and $31, and the others not even sold. With Poppin' Party there and Rosalia, there was some actual sales here happening, and that's always nice to see, but not a ton, right? So right here we have Lisa holding up in the 40s. We have Saya in the 20s. We had Akko there in the 20s, and the rest just not being bought. And even then, Rimi was 21. She's just not going to be your good one. So OFRs, I like, in essence, the thought of OFRs. I don't like how it almost seems like there is an emphasis that this thing is going to be rare. Hopefully that makes sense, because right, we have SSPs and then we have SPs, and OFRs are definitely not on the same level as your SPs at all. There's nothing really special about them. I mean, they're shiny. The boxes, the text box is like hidden in the back in a way, but overall, you don't have anything super special going on with it. So I don't like the fact that it's almost like a higher rarity. It's almost, to me, it's like a triple rare or SR. So for the set, for me, SP should have been up there, and OFR shouldn't even have been like truly talked about in this way, because it's a 10. Why I'm saying this is type OFR plus 10 types of SP, and to me, it's you don't call out SRs or triple rares. I think OFR is almost like a triple rare or an SR to me. It's not an SP level type of card. And I think most people would agree because if you look at these prices, that's what the equivalent is to. It's like a triple rare or an SR. And there's not a whole lot of interest in it. I know the same happened with Date a Bullet. The Sword Art Online ones did pretty well, but more it's because it's usable and it's because Sword Art Online. Right? People people like Sword Art Online. You can't really knock that one. So it's a little sad seeing these Bang Dreams the way they are, but at the same time, we all knew that this is what it was going to be. Like Bang Dream, not as popular. Now we got Mishoku Tensei and Rent a Girlfriend coming up. We'll see how those work out. Rent a Girlfriend, you know my thoughts on it. Mishoku Tensei, it's going to, I say definitely trial deck. If they don't reprint that thing, they are missing a huge opportunity. Bushiroad, Weiss Schwarz, they're missing a huge opportunity at collecting more money because that thing is gone. Trial decks are completely gone. I don't think people can buy them, and if people can buy them, they're paying like some crazy price, which I definitely suggest not doing, just because I think more than I don't know. If I had to put money down, like Super Bowl bets kind of deal. Like if I had to put money down on it, I would probably guess a reprint over not a reprint. I mean, I could be wrong, but I think with the way Roxy is and how much that card price is going to be, right? Let's take a look at Roxy. I think I would put money down on it gets a reprint. But I don't work for them, so who knows? Where's our Roxy? She is not here. Okay. Let me go here. This is the great experience that you get when I do an impromptu one. Let's see. Let me see if I can find Mishoku Tensei real quick. When did you come out, buddy? There's so much product for... Oh, there it is. Alright, people want this lady. People want her. And they're paying exorbitant amounts of money. That last thing I thought last time I saw it was definitely over 1,200... What's the equivalent? 100. It's $1,200. Was it 120? 120,000 yen. I'm like trying to do this here. Slash off 2 zeros. Okay. So that thing was 1,200 yen and 1,200 American dollars. And same thing with America, right? Like English version. What we have here is it's going to be expensive. People are buying this sucker out, and if I were Weiss Schwarz, I would hit that with a reprint. People want it. There's going to just be so many trial decks out there. It's going to be unbelievable. And then this is where the paranoia of, is it mapped? Is it not? Did they pull the SP? It's just going to be interesting, to say the least, when it comes to that set. Let's see. So Poppin' Party, more Vodka. What came out before that? Ruby. Check out Ruby. Ruby, nothing much happening here. Oh, we actually have a sale. We got a sale of the trial deck one. How much did it go for? Just yesterday. Nuts. That's nuts. 450 and 470. Damn. Damn. That's a lot. That's a lot. And oh boy, Pira, SEC 209. This lady keep dropping. I mean, someone bought it. That kind of stinks. Do you ever just think about it in your... I guess you shouldn't think about it, but you come out here, you buy it for 220, 225, and today is 2 days later. 1 day, 2 days later, and now it's down to 209. You gotta save yourself a little bit of money there. But anyways, Pira, SEC, so much supply out there, even though it's a usable card, it's just it's a little sad. It hurts me. It hurts me a little bit. Out here, yikes. Ruby Rares, that's what I meant with the whole OFR thing. These foils, dang, what is this? It went from 249. Why would you buy this thing for 249? That's nuts. Definitely not worth it at all. Look at that. Last sale was January 8th, 175. This down to 135. This thing's definitely going below 100. I mean, just clear as day to me. It's overpriced. It's overpriced, not all that special, and there's a ton of people that have it. 20 listings, right? This thing's going under 100. All these Ruby Rares should be going under 100. I don't know if TCG play. No, they did not. There's no ruby rare filter here for me, so I wonder if I go like this. Ruby rare. Okay, it was just right below. Oh, right here. Oh yeah, look at that. 77 on Blake, 95 Ruby, and we got 55 for Weiss. Yikes. Yikes. And that's 10. Look at the amount of listings. 11, 8, and 10. And then you're gonna tell me this Yang with 20 listings is at 135 without a sale for an entire month is gonna be over $100. No way. No freaking way. That thing's going down. Wow. We got Blake here with 2 sales in February, 79, 75. This lady's at 77 right now. So yeah, Yang definitely you're gonna be looking her under 100. What about Ruby? Oh shoot, look at this. What we got here? Someone wanted to play set. Look at that, 2-8. They bought 4 of them at 90, and then we have 2-7, 99. So Ruby, yeah, maybe Yang. Yang's definitely gonna be under 100. I can't imagine someone wanting to buy that over that. Trial decks. Yikes, dude. What is that? 8257. 8257 divided by 6, and we got 1376 for that. I mean that's pretty low. How many people got this thing? 1 2 3 2 5 2 1 1 1. Oh, and the buying is definitely slowed down on the trial deck. So I think the hard part again with these trial decks, having it sealed is nice in that display. You don't know if it's mapped or not. You have to trust. You have to trust, which is okay. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. Let me go with sealed. Where's my seal? Sealed product. Let's see what we got. Trial deck, $13.99. So for a single, $13.99. You take the roll the dice on the trial deck display. It's pretty low. Will it go lower? What do you think? Oh, actually, it sold for 79. Yikes! Even worse. So it's like 80, right? Let's just go with 80. 80 and 6, 13. I wonder if it does like the 7 deadly sins thing. I doubt it. 7 deadly sins had more than 9, right? When it dropped down into the 50s. I think 70s is probably as low as this thing is going to go with that. And let's supply set. Supply set 4438, holding on pretty strong. Again, more sellers came in because I thought it was 9 before, now it's 12. And yeah, I mean supply of it's pretty down there. I'm not saying like, oh, it's gone, it's disappearing, but you don't see like a huge amount of them as expected. Let me get rid of this sealed product. Let's go back to promos. Let's check out our promos from our supply sets. 28, 30, 26, 29. They're still pretty high up there. And remember when I did the math on that, like if you just add up everything inside of the supply set, these made these promos $11-ish at the time that they were priced at. Now that it's 44, you can add in, like $10, and you're probably looking at $21 as the fair value on it. So you're not really opening these supply sets and you're plussing on money and all that, especially with the booster packs and sleeves and the deck boxes. So this seems like I would not buy these things at over 20 some dollars. I would not do that. I would just buy the supply set. But if you're looking for a specific promo and money is limited, would I buy it at 28 to 30? Maybe. I'll put that as a maybe, but for me, I'm not buying this. I'm just saying that, like, discretion, little star disclaimer thing. I would not buy these promo cards, but that's just me. Okay, promo. Let's see, double rares. It's been a while since I looked at double rares. Double rares. Yeah, they look alright. I mean, there was some use in Bro on this deck, but it did pretty well. Just that there's a huge amount of supply. Check a look at Pyrrha. Pyrrha again, 6 listings of this thing. SEC, even though low, this pretty much shows you that Pyrrha over here, pretty used. And that proves the fact that SEC, even though people can max rating, are not max rating. That could also mean that people aren't playing this thing. People aren't playing, they're really just collecting. Another point of interest there. Actually, I didn't do this for Morphonica. That's all I had for Ruby. But let me just look real quick. Double rare is Morphonica. I thought I saw Chew 2 and down into the 12s. Yeah, 12. Foil version 15. I do like the fact that even though there's not a huge amount of interest in, let's say, Morphonica and the Razor Sealant actual set, like look at how the supply of this stuff. 13 and 11. The hard part about that is because there's a foil and non-foil version, that basically means it's 24 listings, right? You add them together. For me, I add them together. Even though you may go, that's not the same. It's the same card, right? One got foil, one doesn't. So realistically, the amount of supply of said card is 24 of them, of sellers anyways. So, pretty decent for double rares. Again, how many people are playing that though? Did I just click Card Fight Vanguard? I did. All right, this is the one I want. Let's just take a look at this lady here. Double rare. So, whoa, Yuuki now, jeez. You definitely want the foil. Dang, it has taken them a long time to reactivate my credentials. So $33 for a parallel foil. She's holding up really well. And the rest of them, yeah, in the 4s, 5s. And then lastly, we got Arisa down there and Remy down there. So, geez, look at that. Look at that market price. 347. I guess that was back in January, but then it's gone all the way down to 155. That's terrible. It's so bad. I feel bad. I love Arisa. That's why, right? We got our lady right here. We got our lady. I love her. So it's a little sad. What else do we have? Date a Bullet. Talking about a extra booster. Let's go to another extra booster. We got Date a Bullet. Date a Bullet. Let's go with special rares. Let's see her. 600 Zafkia. We got Queen 235. 190. Oh, shoot. I think this went up. 199 on Confrontation of Black and White. Yeah, definitely she's gone up over time. 199. Dang. It's a nice looking card. I mean, for sure, that's a nice looking card. I mean, it goes with Zafkiel, which you might want to play together. That's what they tell me. That's what the kids tell me. Queen and Clashing Emotions, 80. I mean, she's just lower. Makes sense. Okay, let's take a look. Double rares. Overframe rares. Might as well hit the overframe rares, right? Overframe rares. 2 of them. This one looks awesome. Girl Entwined with Nightmares. People like this one except for the whole text box blocking all the light coming through the stained glass windows. So people are a little upset about that, but it's okay. I mean, still nice looking card. But OFRs again, if you can't afford it, right? All I would have done was this and got the non-OFR version because you got 3 versions to choose from. Which one you want? You want the OFR? You want the parallel? You want the regular? I don't know if you want to buy 49, but you can buy these other 2, and that's why I say the big deal about making these OFRs like in line with the SPs. I don't think should be a thing. Like I don't even know if I'd call them out honestly with how it is. By the way, when is this thing coming? This thing has been delayed for so long. This set came out December. It's been 2 months now. This, I know I've shown it before, a shiny PR card included inside of the extra booster when it shouldn't have, so I'm not really sure what's happening anymore because that's a long time for them not to deliver the product. Whatever is going on there, they need to speed it up because, or at least give an update. Right, it's kind of messed up that people did buy this thing and stores are waiting for it and customers don't have it and the set's already out there, right? Like the whole idea of the supply set, yeah, you get the surprise set. What's inside of this thing? Okay, we got a deck case, you have sleeves, you have a deck separator and a shiny bonus shiny PR card, which accidentally ended up in the extra booster. So if anybody wanted to play this set, it's been 2 months later and you still don't have this stuff to actually use on your card. So I think at this point you either owe us an explanation or I don't know, just refund everybody's money, like, or just nix the product altogether. Like you're pumping out product, right? We got Rent a Girlfriend, we got Mushoku Tensei, we got Bang Dream, we got Hololive. At what point are you gonna shove this surprise set through for the rest of us? Anyways, going back to OFRs. OFRs. Let's see. Yeah, yeah. See, we got SPs, OFRs. It's okay to call out, but you don't. I just don't see the magic of OFRs, and it's definitely reflected in the price. Um, Especially with Bang Dream version of extra boosters. With Data Live did a bit better when it came to Sword Art Online. Definitely did better just because of the actual title itself. Let's see, Sword Art. I don't know if they have the pictures of the cards down here. They do not, but you can. Let me go out here. Let's see how they're doing. All right, let's go out here. Sword Art Online. Sword Art. Right, I always use Shin. Right, light that penetrates darkness. Because I love this card. This card looks so cool. Dang, man, that thing's at 69 cents. Okay. Jeez, there is so many of these. Okay. Yeah, OFR, check it out. 66, 125 Kirito, and we have Mother's Rosario at 85. So they're holding up pretty well. Right here, we have Kirito at 5 listings, 17 on Mother's Rosario. By the way, my next video, or upcoming video anyways, I'm just going to point this out. So anybody that's made it this far, I just want to show you something. So remember my Fujimi video that I did? That's talking about certain cards. I'm just going to show you a card here. Just for everybody to see. You see this one? Yeah, yeah, we love the beach. We love that beach. We love these swimsuits. And Endless Summer by the Beach, Alice and Asuna. I don't know why I said it that way. At the beach, Alice and Asuna. Just take a look. What I showed you on Fujimi. So this right here is an uncommon card. Like this, and keep in mind, this is sorted by market high to low. So as you can see, you have a uncommon card at 360, and if I scroll down the list, the rest of them are 20 cents. So make your judgment call based on that, but I will show you this price history. This is something that I noticed as well for a while now, and you can see, so there was heavy amounts of buying. This is back in November, so November, let me click again. Here we go. We could even go back further, right? November, 10 cents, 41, 20, 4, 15, 27, 16, 12, 20. For the amount of product that got open for Sword Art Online with the serial numbers and all that, right? These are huge amounts of quantity. But, you know, and the price was super low, 35 cents. People didn't respect, I would say, the nature of the card. And now we're sitting here at 360. And there's shipping on there, but you only have to buy 2 of them to get the free shipping. Anyways, you can see down here, there's a lot of people that still have it, right? There's 172 from Strictly Broken. And then you have down here OC Card Alliance with 49, 32 for Rogue Games. So there is a supply of them. The interesting part is, we know with this set, it got open because of the serial numbers. How many actual booster boxes, cases, and all that stuff actually exist out there? I don't know. And if someone wanted to go serial hunting one day, yeah, the uncommon will appear again. It's not like it's in the rare slot, double rare slot, or anything like that. That thing is an uncommon card. We'll see if people try to buy this sucker out or not. I mean, that was one of the ones I was going to bring up in an upcoming video along the lines of Fujimi, but I'll just show you that. So if you wanted that card, again, this is TCG Player. There are other websites out there that exist that has that card for more likely lower than that 360 price point. But pointed out, people are definitely looking at specific cards. Like that one definitely is Asuna and Asuna in a swimsuit, and you have the bonus of Alice there as well. Just keep in mind that, I mean, if you're going to open a booster box, you'll get that card inside of there anyways, so you don't have to really, more than likely you'll get that card out of there that you should have an uncommon version. You should get that version of the card in there, okay? With the booster boxes, they've definitely gone up in prices. Again, serial number hunting. I don't think at this point anybody's going to say that all the numbers are picked, because once all the serial numbers are pulled out, the boxes are done. Like they don't exist anymore value-wise. So I think if a seller really was going to keep that in their collection and they owned a lot of these booster boxes, there is no way in the world they're going to tell people they pulled that signed card, because that would just hurt their investment, their collection overall of booster boxes. Because if we know all these cards get pulled, the serial numbers get pulled, this thing is going to just drop in price. Outside of just the fact of sheer holding a sealed booster box, I mean the value's gone. Because if you take a look at, I'll just show you double rares here. Double rares, like right, highest one Kirito $4.99, and the rest is under $2. Definitely a playable set, budget type deck here. This situation, because of how non-expensive these cards are with the amount of people buying into it just to get those cards. Oh, Sword Art Online, very interesting. Street Pinup Asuna and Alice. Yeah, I mean, see, you could see this one. No sales for an entire month. So definitely be out there for certain card art, certain types. Last thing I'll do here is Quince. I didn't get my email yet, so I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. Like what I'm really supposed to be doing. I guess maybe it's more like a PTO day. I can finish up my Rent a Girlfriend video. Um, I'm making another one of those videos. I was doing Rent a Girlfriend, where I do the anime and the cards that they use in the anime. The hard part with Rent a Girlfriend is I cannot tell you how lack of cards were used from like the first half of the season. And because remember, Rent a Girlfriend, four girls, the girls don't appear for the most part. You get Mami and Chizuru in the first half, and then in the second half, I would say second half, you get Ruka and Sumi. So that's where the majority of the cards art come from. It comes from the last half of the actual season. So I have to do a lot of, like, you'll see my Quince video. My Quince video is already out there. They like immediately they take a bunch of card art from first episode. It was like heavy on the first couple episodes. But with Rent a Girlfriend, what I do with these videos is try to tell a story about like what's actually going on. So it's not just like boom, here's the anime and here's the card like as it happens. I try to make it so you understand what is actually happening in the show to actually give more meaning to the card itself. For people that haven't watched it, for people that have watched it, it kind of just brings back those memories. But I don't want to just go, okay, find the exact minute, did it show it? Find the next exact minute, show it, because it's like out of context, and I want the context. I'm doing these videos for me, I think, because I like the show and I had the time last night to do it. I've been working like crazy amounts, but still I wanted to do it because I like the actual show. And it's just I'm on episode 5 right now, so we're getting there. There's 12 episodes. It's gonna be painful when it gets to the last half of the season, because that's where it is going to be. So there's going to be a heavy amount of editing. Right now, I'm just trying to figure out like what parts to leave of the show, just because like it takes a while to get to the next card for the parts I've done, and I'm already on like 12 minutes, and it's only been so many cards. So I don't want to be hit with like copyright and all that stuff. I don't mind being hit with copyright. You see me do the like Bang Dream and D4 DJ stuff. Like I don't care about being hit with copyright. Like they can have that ad money that's generated from it. I don't want to be hit with a copyright strike or something on YouTube. That's not what I want to do. If they want to take credit for the video, like take and get money off the ads, I'm cool with that. Whatever. I'm just here to have fun with this stuff, and just enjoy my day. Anyways, quintessential quintuplets. What we got? 71.96 looks okay. I mean, there's still some sales of booster boxes, right? There's a little bit of every day. Oh, pretty nice set. I always thought it was going to be a good set over in the long haul, and it definitely will, especially if set 2 comes out, which I imagine. What we got? This thing, oh, $1,100. We finally hit 1,100. For a while there, it was $1,000. For a while there, it was at 1,100. Now we're at 1,000. I know that this is probably near the end of the line of what product is actually out there for quintessential quintuple, as in stores. Right? We know stores get product, they need to sell the product. They can't sit on product forever. So I would imagine this is getting near the end of it. Maybe they keep like a case or two or something like that on the side as kind of like an investment thing. But overall, no, this is probably the end of the road. We got, let's just go one by one real quick. Let's see. Super special rare. This came from the booster boxes. I've said all along that the prices were way too high. I think I am validated in that, right? We got Yotsuba down here 534, Nino 699, and the last time that was sold was in December. So even though you only like SSPs are really hard to get, to me, this is part of like my logical thinking on my mindset on this is I know there's an economy. I know that the economy is not doing so well. We have super high inflation. We have other sets coming out. We have people that would have bought these cases anyways to do it like me. I bought cases, so I'm not going to just go out here and buy this if I can just pull this myself at this moment, right? Like I want to just have that experience for myself. But doesn't mean like these things, even though they're rare, given everything that's happening out there in the world with all the sets coming out, should these cards be like Miku at $1,000? I think the thing that people don't understand is there is a limit. There is a limit to how much people can spend, right? You even had crypto down for a while there. So some people are fueling their purchases with crypto and the stock market profits that they were making. But we're getting to a point where you can't just keep doing that. There are so many, I like that word, there's so many whales, so many rich people out there, people with disposable income that can actually do that. So I think when you start crossing like a certain number, dollar wise, that you're going to not have a buyer. It's going to be a longer sell. And that number to me is, for whatever reason, is 650. I think 650 from everything I've looked at is the magic number. Like you're going to have people buy for over 650, right? Like you have this Miku. When that Roxy come out, there's gonna be a guy that's gonna buy that thing for $1,000. But with the amount that's going to be opened, I think it'll be low. And at the same time, with Hololive coming out right after that, do you really want to just buy one Roxy card at that price? Maybe you do, maybe you don't. But that's the reality of what I think is happening. That there's going to be not as many buyers as they are, and with the amount of sellers, as you saw with like the Bang Dream stuff, you're going to have to drop the prices. It's just going to happen. There is a reasonable range that SPs can be in, and when you start crossing that 650, you're gonna have a hard time. Not to say that you can't sell it, but again, it's a hard time. So even though I love Miku, I love her for everything that is possible, but there is a number. See, so here you had people buying at 625, 625, 695, 700, 888, and from there was like one guy at 1,100. I think it was 1111, and you didn't have it sell for that. And then now you have it 999, 99999. You have it at that price and it's not selling. It's because they're too high. And now you're about 2.5 months out, and there you are. It's not going to be anything that's going to just fly off the shelf quickly, as you can see here. And you can see that across the board. We got Itsuki there, Ichika, let's see her. All right, so 500, 549, 500. What in your mind tells you that's going to sell for $1,000? Again, you can wait as long as you want. So I'm not making fun or saying anything bad. Like if I had this card and I never wanted to sell it, maybe I'd be the guy that puts it up for 10 grand or something just to say that I got this card. But really, it's not going to sell for that. It's going to be a long time. And even then, if I were to do that, right? So just think of it this way. We knew that in 2 cases, you had to get a master case. 2 cases, you get an SP. So would I rather buy this $1,000 card or just take a shot at buying, a case? I mean, I'd rather buy a case than buying this card. I know people go different ways. They're like, no, I want to guarantee that I get this card. Well, at this price, I might as well buy this thing for me and get like the HYRs, the Hanayomi rares. I'd rather get the SPs. I'd rather get, double rare pluses, because double rare pluses, right, still up there at $13. Let me just go Hanayomi rares. Hanayomi rares like Miku's gone. These things are two. You get one per case, right? The value's there. So right there, one per case. And then SPs, the Nino should be, I thought it was 200. Yeah, someone has it up at 200, right? So um, definitely I would go that direction. You never know if you're going to pull an SSP, so you could be in the wrong there. But if you had any reason to collect, any reason to play, I would go a case. That seems better value to me than just buying one SSP card. There we are. Okay, that is everything. Even though my credentials don't work, I still have a meeting that I need to attend in 20 minutes. So I'm gonna end the video here. I'm gonna do one more thing, and I always throw this at the end of the video if I do something like this. There was a post out on Facebook, the North America group, and somebody that's been in the game for many, many years is, obviously upset about what's going on overall. Like, and this has definitely been built up over years of time, and I think it's one of those ones where it's nice to just get away. I know when I took a break from this for various reasons that I had last year, like it was nice just to not have to deal with it, right? Like when I got a new phone, I still haven't not put Facebook on my new phone. I didn't. Like Facebook is on my old phone, which is very, very blurry, and I leave it there just in case I do need to check something. Like I got that Tokyo Revengers picture, but outside of that, I don't want it because sometimes Facebook could be a negative place. I don't have Discord on my new phone; it's on my old phone. So there's various things that you can do just to step away from this, and I definitely suggest that. This fortune cookie actually came from Lunar New Year. I was actually going to, record it, but the the restaurant I was at was really dark and it was dim. I guess dim for ambiance, but it's dim in there, and I wouldn't have been able to record it anyways. But this is what came out of it. Come on, camera, focus, baby. There it is. Enjoy life. This is not a dress rehearsal. And when I got this, I was like, man, this is definitely it summed up my year for me. In a way, it's like just enjoy life. And so if you're doing this, you're upset at everything that's going on, players, collectors, content creators, Bushiroad, Weiss Schwarz themselves, the company itself, then maybe just take a break. I mean, you can sell your stuff if you want and then come in on a new set, but do whatever makes you happy. I think it's very sad to see that uh there's like this pent up frustration when you can just easily walk away from this and then come back when you're feeling it, right? If you like Tokyo Revengers, if you like Quince Volume 2, come back and have some fun. It's hard to see. It's one of these ones where the problems will always exist. Like no matter what. Like when it comes, I came into this game trying to help people out, trying to put out information, and you saw, let's say, the reception I got, and I didn't have to do that because if you look at the content that's actually out on YouTube and the amount of people that subscribe on YouTube, right? Like the highest guy being in the 2500s, which isn't a lot. Like if you just look at anybody else, Pokemon, whatever, like not even like you could probably look up like I don't want to say basket weaving, that's disparaging, but like you could probably find any other like sort of hobbies, and they got a ton of people that actually view the content. The it's pretty low when it comes to Weiss Schwarz, and that's how it's always going to be. Weiss Schwarz is going to be that niche kind of game. Yeah, I would love them to put more into marketing, more into quality control, but that's just money, and well, we can't really do anything about it outside of hoping more and more people get into the game and actually play and spend money. With what's going on, like I said, with the world, I would definitely tell you to put money into budgeting. Uh, like paying off your debts, saving. If you have spare money to maybe buy some investments over time, not all right now because it could look really bad. I mean, like what I'm seeing, like stock market wise, economy wise, it's going to be ugly. It should look really ugly. But saying all that, it's also beneficial to just put a little bit, like weekly, monthly into some investments if you can. if you're in that fortunate situation that you can. But there's not. Anyways, those frustrations will always be out there, and I think it's one of those ones where maybe go back to basics, play something else. It's always amazing where um, I had a, let's say, that fortune cookie rang true for a few reasons, right? We had a funeral that I went to on Sunday. That's why I said I'd be out of town. So it's one of those moments where it's like it makes you reconsider and think about life and what you've been doing and hanging out with family. Because I know when I go to funerals, I'm like, man, you hear so many times where people are like, "Oh, it's been so long. It's nice to catch up." And I'm like, does it really take something like that to really get people back together? I know with the whole pandemic thing, that didn't really help, but maybe just go out there and do what makes you feel good, makes you feel happy. Get away from the negativity, and maybe in the end, come back and make some content again, right? Like it's. I think anybody that does this Weiss Schwarz stuff, like that actually talks about it, no matter what the topic actually is even just opening packs, I think has at least a little appreciation for it. I'm not saying the people that are like purely in it for the money, you're just opening it to open it and sell to people. But the people that actually do this for fun, um, that really just want to just show some nice cards, talk about the cards, the playability of it, investment side of it. I think there's that thought. We all like this game, and even though it benefits zero, right? Like I know with me, like I'm not going to make money off of this. The whole goal wasn't ever to make money, right? Like I'm not in it. I don't even like to even start even making money on it. Like from a YouTube sense, is you need to have 1,000 subscribers. So if you ever see ads on my stuff, it's either because I use copyrighted material, and that goes back to the people, or um, YouTube takes the ad money. That's how it works. So unless you hit 1,000 subscribers, you're not there. You're not going to get that stuff. So I knew all along with the 2,500 subscriber, like highest person has 2,500. That obviously this isn't about money. It's more just about talking about a game that we love. So unfortunate to see someone that's been in this game for so long feel that they have to quit altogether. I say leave the door open. Come back when you're feeling good. Go do some things. Join. I didn't look up where he lived. I have no clue where he lives. But go and hang out with some people. Join a meetup. I talk about that. There was a board game that a board game group that was meeting this Friday, but I can't actually go to it. I've never been to the group, so I thought it'd be really cool. But since other niece is coming, I can't actually do that. But one day I will go, and it'll be fun. So just get out there, have some fun, enjoy life. It's a sad thing to see when people get that frustrated that you just throw your hands up and it's over. I think it's come on and talk to people or whatever. I don't know, do what you got to do. But the game will be waiting here for you. We'll be here. And if anybody ever needs to talk, you got my email. If anybody actually wants to come on and talk, you have my email. Just throw out your idea to me, and then we'll see if we can make that happen. Okay? With that, I gotta get out of here because I still can't. I don't know what's gonna happen today. If they don't actually get me in, is that a PTO day? But it wasn't my fault, so I'm not really sure. I'm gonna attend my 2 meetings and see where it goes. But anyways, I hope you all have a wonderful Wednesday. Today's Wednesday. Dang, I've been working again until 1 in the morning. I did that on Monday, and then yesterday it was till like well, I was working until like 6, but then I did that rent a girlfriend thing. I cannot tell you how long it takes to edit that thing. It's like you need to get down on all the pictures and then edit. Like those anime videos are like 10 hours long. It's nuts. But anyways, have a good time. As always, have fun, be happy, and don't spend anything outside of your budget. Have a good one.